What time that Celtics game coming on?
Did that splash? Did that drill? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
What? Who would I want to see? I really want to see Boston.
EA Sports coverage
so we can fuck them up again. But
Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
He said, take it easy on me. This nigga. Already messaging.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. To throw is Bridgewater. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 38-yard line.
Who just scored? To tie the game.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their 38. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, it completes it to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
How much time left?
Won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 25-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Panthers is fine.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now this time, Brady will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. On play action, now Brady. And he's going to go down again. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Matt Gay for the Buccaneers field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
54, right there, 54 Mike. You're not ready.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 41, Bridgewater. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made that way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Great job, Brandon. This is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder once once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know
2-7 with
it's
the
not
Broncos,
today,
this.
so they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The Buccaneer first down.
Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 yards there. First down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
3 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to number
Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought to... At the 32.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. And now the third-year man from USC. This is Ronald Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Complete to Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown. Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bradley Pinion, the kicker.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Panthers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Block 54. Block 54.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
17 yards.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now a play fake. Brady. Flush to his right. And he finds Gronk. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Leonard Fournette with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right,
the ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
A fumble on the
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They'll try to run for it with Fournette, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 30. 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Their own 34-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Gain on the play.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Buccaneers 45, Panthers 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now left side on the swing pass. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
Here's Bridgewater. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Curtis.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down.
And now it's blocked. The Bucs pick it up. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown
Yo, I
in
just
this
blocked
game,
the kick.
which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 7.
The 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
45. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pick.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field. Defense.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Get wide, man. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Buccaneers, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit.